Hello everyone, how are you? I hope everyone's going good. Ooh, clip. That clipped out. At the moment you can't hear anything, so let me see. There you go. Much better. Let me turn this down a little bit. Hello, happily ever after. Hello, Abby, how are you? Just playing around with settings, you know? What are your questions today? Ah, fair enough. I'm good, Mum, and you? Hello, Moonchan. One of my friends is actually, her nickname is Bearchan, so. What's the energy for the rest of August? I think it's kind of hard because I would say that there's something coming to you, something that you have to deal with in August. So judgment in this, and obviously one of my favorite cards in reverse. So this usually means that you've already caused trouble and there might be judgment on the way for that. So I would say make sure to pay your bills on time or something like that. So it could be like something that you might have not remembered and you need to double check. Make sure that you've paid your bills on time. That doesn't sound like a good word, but hello, doll. I'm good, thank you. Happily ever after. So this one is, then it is Abby's. Will Karashima contact me? I think you're holding on to the connection with fear. It's like you can't let go of this one. So it's more about you have to let go because there might not be anything left for you in that. What's happening this week for me? Says, how am I? I just moved. So Doll, yes, it's fine. So what's happening this week for you? Realize that your goals are closer than you think, but you still have to reach up and grab them. So it might be you've got to think about how to approach them. Yeah? But they're there. Okay, so and then it is love reading for August. Okay, so you're holding on to attachment. I would say this is one of your exes or just your previous ex. You have to let go of them. Do you really have to let go and move on with the cycle? Because you're chewing the same box. So you're chewing the same thing in your mind. And when we're actually attached to someone, it gives us no other available options in our brain. We keep thinking about that person, and it's not really healthy for us. So yeah, Doll, kind of accept and move on, because that death card just means that it's inevitable. So Pritzy says, what does ND expect from me? Okay, so ND, this is Queen of Cups in reverse. So if you are the female, they want you to rely on them emotionally, mentally. If you are the male or you identify with being more masculine, this means that they want to emotionally rely on you. So this is emotionally reliance. So they might need someone to listen to them. They might need someone to be there as a thing. Give me 1 second. Okay, so it's months next. My friends were to ask you, will Selena and her ex get back together again? Looks like it. It does look like that. It's what is it? 9 of Cups. I keep forgetting 2 in Cups and 9 in Cups look exactly the same. But this one is that, yes, they will get back together. Yes, Rocky's World. Just place the question if you haven't already. Denise, what are David's feelings for me? So it's kind of weird because there might be something that they haven't got over yet. And this might mean that they're still stuck with this connection in the past, that they might not be wanting to bring their energy to you until they realize that it's over, but they still really enjoy, like, a King of Cups, very compassionate, very kind, very giving, is very much an emotional person. So they do see you as being a interest, like a love interest, but they might need to kind of get over the other person first. So, Leo, will we reconcile or is it over between us? Okay, good question, Leo. It always feels like a lot of times when you're doing these, especially like the cards, like the cats don't jump out immediately and you're like, okay, so they're picking one particular thing to say to you. Okay, so is it over between you? Well, there is kind of dissatisfaction thing here. And so if you're not dissatisfied, they are. So that can be kind of a little bit of a thing. They're also possibly chasing that money instead of love, so they're really not focusing too much on the love, they're focusing highly on the money. So this could be that they are trying to get away from love and focusing on money instead of the other way round. So this might be the end, because this kind of feeling of dissatisfaction is not going to left even if you're together. Because people need to work on themselves, so unfortunately it might not be the case. Is it going to work? Moonchan, this is your card. So is it going to work with me and my crush since he's moving away? Though he said he'd give me a dress when he moved, I just want it to work out. Well, this card is the success and good things come to you. So yes, I would definitely say that is a very positive one, Moonchan, that will work out. Okay, I'm positive though. I'm good. I'm glad, Abby. Abhai. So Pinyaka says, what is S thinking about our connection? There is this blockage between creating this and seeing it as a tangible reality. So this could be that it's not, like, they could see themselves with you, but they don't see you together. Does that make sense? Like, they haven't got that idea that you're a good match for them. So just keep on working at it and see if it actually, because at the moment there's a block, but that doesn't mean that block will clear, because obviously they're interested. So Sparkly Soal says, a message from your Pisces. Ooh, okay, they're a little bit nervous of you, but they do see you as someone that they could possibly start family with. And they see good things with this, but they are also very, very nervous and very skittish. So they possibly see you as this gorgeous creative being and they don't know what to say around you. So it could be that you might have to give them a little bit of space to come towards you. Hello, Ariel. So Ariel, just ask a question, so if you haven't already. Heather says, hello, can I get a reading? Did I rest? I had a whole week off. Yeah, reading what's coming towards me. It's kind of hard because there's a lot of really things that you might need to work on right now. So this is that you are holding on to something with fear. You need to let go of this because this is not good for you. This is actually giving you more stress and anxiety, and this won't help you. It's also telling you to work on yourself, grow your own self, because maybe you're overwatering other people and not actually looking after yourself. So yeah, you have to come first with that. And also that you're probably displacing your hard work, which is possibly why the self-growth is coming up for you. So I would suggest that if there's other people that are important, I'm not saying withdraw all your energy from them, but also realize that overwhelming them, growing them, means that you lose growth in yourself, and you need to grow yourself while growing other people. So yeah, I would say to you, you need to kind of let go of always being the provider, always being the giver, and do other things that will help yourself. Is Shriek loyal and will remain towards Sakishi? I'm going great. Well, this is I wouldn't say this is not a loyal thing, but there is this kind of bit that they'll be more drawn towards from love to money, because they possibly want to be the emotional as well as physical provider. And so therefore when they withdraw, they're going to withdraw love because they cannot do that while actually providing money. So wherever attention goes, the energy flows. So most of the time, there's this choice that has to be made. Oh, do we give a person a beautiful physical thing that they can love? Was it jewelry? Was it a fine house? Or do we kind of give them love? And sometimes in this way of thinking in our world, we always choose the physicality. So I would say that they will remain loyal because they really want to give that. So Rocky's World says, Roberto is not texting me. Ooh. What happened to you, card? I don't know what happened to that card, but there's a little bit of markings on my card. Means well-loved cards. So I think that they're kind of in this kind of space of blah. Nothing's good coming to them, and they're like, So they might just be in a little bit of a doldrum mood where they can't get anything that they want. So you might have to contact them because they're just feeling not great. So beautiful stage. What's coming towards me this week? Hello, Colvia. Hello, my love. How are you? Okay, what's coming towards you this week? Okay, well, firstly, really good things. This is the card of that if you were a cat and you had some really good appetite, there's a lot of good things coming on your plate. So don't just see them as sardines. You've got to imagine yourself as that cat. It's with sardines. Also, there might be a little bit of a tangible block here that you've got to work towards. There's something that you want to do, but you don't feel confident enough doing so. And so therefore, you've got to kind of work through this. Because it's possible, like a block is there because there is energy flowing, but then if you don't feel like you're good enough, then it blocks the flow. So you need to kind of work with that. Mary says, hi, will the person contact me today, or will we meet today at least? And Heva says, Kovia, hi. No, not today. They got bogged down in something. They got stuck into something, and so they've got to get themselves out of that. So I don't think that you'll see your person today, because they got attacked by the toilet roll monster, and they need to kind of fight that first. I do like the cats, especially that face. It's just funny. Jessie says, hi, can I know what's in store for my current love situation? Okay, so you got your hangman in reverse. Now, with the hangman, usually it means that you are holding on to either, like, if you're in this current relationship, it could possibly be the end of that relationship. If you're entering it, it means that you're going to fall headfirst in it. But you're struggling with whether or not. So I would say that if you're in this current relationship, you're struggling to not fall out of it. And I'm saying to you that like, sometimes you've got to realize that some things are outside your control, especially in a relationship. It takes 2 to tango, 3 to not have a fight. That doesn't mean sexual, guys, but yeah. It could be just a friend that you go and talk to for a couple of minutes going, sometimes my boyfriend does this, and it's funny, and it's cute, but he annoys me a lot. Zainab says, will me and my husband reunite? Hello, Cassandra, and happy Sunday. Happy Sunday to you, beautiful Sage. Okay. No, I feel like there is a lot of karma here. Like, what usually happens when a relationship breaks up is this absolute tit for tat behavior, I would call it, where the things in the relationship escalate and people say some very unwise things. Also, the whole idea is that they aren't here to love and care for you. So I would say that no, from these cards at all. So I'm sorry, Seneb. I would say no. Yeah, it doesn't look good. So Scarlett says, hi, what are Ismail's feelings towards me today? Did you do something yesterday? Like, did you get in a fight or argument? They're still holding on to something resentfully. So you might need to kind of say sorry for that, because they're kind of really taking it to heart. Whatever you said, they've taken it to heart. Cheryl said, does Spencer have feelings to me? Well, if he has feelings, I don't know whether he's going to admit them, which it kind of sounds like a really weird thing to say, but he's kind of dealing with a certain amount of battles and he's losing. So I would say that would mean that even if he likes you, he's not coming towards you, because that's, yeah, affecting that for him. So I would say, unless he really works on what he's battling, and he's also kind of given up the fight because it's just so bad at the moment. So Niha says, hello mum, will Lakshay call or message me today? No. They've got a tower moment here for them. And so this is a tower, means that some energy is falling down for them today. So I don't think that they will be able to actually call you today because of that. Yeah? So Gurang says, hi, energy check between me and my man. Will he contact me before September? You must be long distance then. Ooh. Okay, cats, you can't jump out at the same time. Please give me a specific thing. Do not jump out at the same time, or I will be upset. Because you can't give me the whole thing. Okay. It might be that... Jesus Christ. Okay. You might be liking this person more than they like you. I feel like that's kind of the energy I'm getting. Because there is the Queen of Wands upside down, which means that you're being more dependent on this person and not being independent on your own. This is over flirtation. This is a very scared person. Yeah, like, obviously there is this connection between you, but there might be that you might need to kind of give them some space. Let them come back in their own time, so possibly September. Just give them, like, the space. I think the temptation is there to keep on messaging them, keep on texting them, checking in where they are, but I feel like in general this is what's going hard, yeah? So no worries, beautiful sage. No worries, dreamer girl. Tanisha says, will Superham be my life partner? That's a good question. Oh, Jesus Christ. Things have jumped out. Okay, will Shubham be your life partner? It's hard because I feel like the relationship has, like, good start. I think in general it's got a good start. You're very independent, so that means that there's a lot of things that the relationship can cater for you because you're not so dependent on the other person. But there is this kind of space of burnt out or a mental kind of break here where someone will burn out, literally. But I think you can obviously work on it and grow it because the flirtation's there, the growth could be there for this relationship. So it's depending on really if your heart is in this. Because if your heart is not in here and you do not want to invest in the other person and watch them grow, then yeah, it won't work. Okay, I'm Mary. Hi, Mary. Will I meet someone? Will my new kittens love me? I hope so. Okay. So it seems like you're working very hard on this, and it might be that you're not seeing the improvements that you want to see in your love life because you're working so hard on this. And it might be that you kind of have this one-tracked mindset of who you want in your life. So what happens is if you have a list, it might be just too much and you might need to reevaluate who you want to bring in, because it seems like you're kind of getting an idea of who you want, but then in reality, you're kind of closing down all the avenues of possibility of meeting someone that might be interesting, but you might have turned them down with that list. Yeah, so you need to kind of think of why you say no to these things. Hello, something like, thank you. Okay, so it is Rahul's what is coming towards me in August. I think that you can be very like full of energy, very like always kind of rushed, and I think August you need to kind of quieten down for a little bit and kind of work on physicals. So what do you really want for the rest of this year? Because it's mostly because you're rushing, you kind of lose track of what you want to do. So you might need to kind of think, okay, do I really want these things done by the end of the year? Okay, but only give yourself 3, because you're kind of rushing around trying to do little things all at the same time and kind of burning yourself out. No, don't work like that. I'm doing good, Fonima, and you? Cheeky says, I may know who you are will contact me again in the future and current feelings. So Devilina, your next question, just give me a second. So contact me again in the future and current feelings. They are working on investing money. So their current feelings are trying to invest their money or grow money. That's their current feelings right now. Will you meet them again? I'm not sure. This is kind of like like at the moment they possibly don't see you as the right partner. So King of Swords in that reverse position tends to be a little bit more sarcastic. He tends to be more demeaning. And that might be then he's decided that he's not interested. So I'm sorry. Yeah. So Devilina asked me a question, so give me 1 second to finish this one because that was already asked. Oh my god, your bloody card just completely disappeared. Sorry guys, seeing my back. Oh Jesus. So that's the funniest thing where they're falling over. So this is why did I meet with this person? So if you're asking why you're attracted to this person or why they're attracted to you, is because you have or they have a certain youthful energy. So these are kitty cats, the adult cat. Sorry, I'm on bucket and putting me this. It's far too hot. I thought I was going to be cold, and now I'm absolutely baking in this. But anyway, good to know. Next time I won't wear it. So yeah, the kitty cat is being doted or looked after by the big kitty cat. So yeah, I think that obviously that kind of interaction of youthfulness, playfulness kind of thing for you. So Gabby Martinez says, I'm planning to pursue competitive athletics and I just want to know if it's good for me. Is good future at all? Well, it's kind of hard because this came out, and so therefore for me this is kind of a hard one. This one in reverse means a self-addictive behavior. So this could be something that if you focus solely on, okay, let's give this a premise. So if you work solely on this, Gabby, and you don't do anything else with your life, you will eventually need to retire. And if you work solely on this, then there won't be anything left of your life. That doesn't mean that that's not a good place to go. I mean that this needs to be a choice for you. Is that if you continue this, you need to kind of create something else for you to do when you're not doing this. Because at the end of the day, this kind of world will kind of draw you in. And then it kind of repeats the cycle. And that's all you'll see yourself doing. So I would say that is up to you. But to realize that when you actually get into that world, it's going to keep on repeating over and over and over again until it ends. So you'll need to kind of create yourself a new hobby or interest. So when things finish, which they will do if you're in competitive sports, that you have something else that you can identify and say, I'm not just Gabby that does sports, but I'm also Gabby that does this. Yeah? Pris, a love read, please. Oh no, Pris, I drew a heartbreak card for you. I'm sorry. So this is a heartbreak card. If you're not in a current relationship, it might be that you still have to realize that your heart is hurting and you need to heal it. Not by taking another person per se, but to realize that you're important. And you've got to give yourself love first. Yeah? Hello, Tetris. Hello, Cora. Olive says, what new opportunities are magic for me? Thank you. Hello, Remneet. Oh my god. Oh, Jesus Christ. All the cats came out. Cats? You either wait a long time or you give me half the deck. Honestly, a lot of them, Olive, but that's possibly not what you're doing. Okay, so what are the new opportunities emerging for me? There seems to be either a romantic partner coming into your life or that your current romantic partner is well suited for you. And that looks really good. Like there could be possibly a new home, new house for both of you. This might not be you buy a house, but there is a chance to kind of have a space to call yourselves your own. So I think that's pretty good. Olive. Will my new kids love me? I think they will. There is this fool, so that you will love that they have lots of space to play with. You also have quite a lot of toys, so they really like the toys, and they they have plenty of ideas where to actually hide those toys. so be careful that you find out where they've hid the toys. I think that's what it's saying, is that these two got the cut toys and hid the toys. So Jessica, thank you for the sub and the like. What is my long-term partner going to be like? Well, firstly, it's going to be a really interesting thing because your long-term partner might not be completely like wanting everything to be fair and equal, but that's okay. It depends on whether you're a giving person. So sometimes with people, they usually think that relationships are 50-50. It's not. Usually there's one that gives more in a certain area and some that give I just realized that the playbacks are like 111 because I'm looking at YouTube and I was like, no, not that number again. But it tends to come up so long. So I would say that you're a giver. You're this person, like, weirdly enough, I got a masculine card. That doesn't mean that, like, this could be referring to you, but this kind of, you asked about your partner. So this kind of thing, okay, well, then if you've asked about your partner, it possibly could be that they have quite a lot of masculine traits. So therefore, the cards could kind of pick that up. That doesn't mean that they're not gorgeous and drop dead stunning and they're not feminine. It just means that they could be possibly in touch with their masculine side. This is the King of Wands, and I always love that the King of Wands is so happy. But he's an independent, free, loving spirit, or she. It depends on which one you go for, but that would be who I would say. So Purnima says here, what's coming towards you in August? Purnima, it's really, really good. Oh, Chinello, sorry, I didn't realize. I'm so sorry. Sometimes people delete their questions, and sometimes then I skip over some questions because I have thought that someone's deleted them. So sorry, Chinello. Give me a second and I will definitely answer yours. Thank you for being so patient, people that got skipped, because sometimes it will be hard for me to sometimes read everything. What's coming towards you in August? Ooh, this seems like either you have a partner, looks very good, but it's either new love or you get closer to your partner. This is like one of the cards that I would call a soulmate connection because it just has that feeling for me. So Debelina says, no, I done Debelina's. Chinilo, will Isaiah come back for me or he's moved on? Well, it's hard because the cards say focus on yourself, grow yourself. There is a possibility for this person to come back though. They are kind of looking at the thing of coming back to you, but the cards say focus on yourself. So what they're trying to say is don't get too obsessive about this person and kind of grow yourself. And then if they come back in your life, you could choose. You could choose whether to let them come back in. Okay, so Mancy, did I, Jade? I'm sorry. Amnesh, you need to make sure that you don't... I'm sorry, Jades. I must have skipped down. Help. Not the... Oh, yeah, my back is fine. I'm a young thing. My back is fine. I haven't done too much heavy lifting in most of my jobs, so my thing's fine. Okay, so current feelings for you. This is more, I feel, directed about her than you. So it might be that she doesn't actually think about you very much right now. She is kind of really either that or she's like looking at you as someone that can help her financially. So this could be that she's looking at you for financial assistance, or she's thinking about herself in financial issues. So she really wants to kind of work financially. So So, sorry, Jades. I'm so sorry. What's O's current thoughts towards me since separation? It's always really interesting to see the state of the world and see that we start getting disconnected a lot. They're wondering whether they should come back. So Jades, that's the thing, is that they're seeing this offering and they're wondering whether they should come back. So if you've left the light on for them, they definitely see it. And they're wondering whether you have space in your heart. So you are the hand, they are the kitty cat, and they're wondering whether or not that you're coming back. So Miss May says, what is Fee's current feelings and tensions towards me? Okay, so it's hard because they've been told something by other people and they're starting to realize that this thing is not true. So they're possibly, if you're one of these people that most people go, okay, they're smart, or they're this or that or the other, that I see, they're not approachable, they're frigid, they're cold, they realize that they're listening to other people and not understanding that for them, they're seeing the real you. And they're starting to understand who you are. So for them, they're either coming towards you or going further away. So it depends on what they normally got told about you. Compared to... So that's kind of a hard one. You've got to possibly know exactly what other people think of you. So also a backup plan. I'm trying to remember what I said, Gabby. I just wanted to know, will he marry me? Tanisha, it's never a thing about being married. There'll be a lot of people in this chat that are separated or divorced, or they want to know about reconciliation. A relationship is like, after marriage is a lot of hard work. I think everyone in the chat can agree with that. Like, marriage is not after, like, they tie the knot. It's actually over. So a lot of times with a relationship, like, obviously you've got to work on that. That's a choice for you. And so therefore it was not defined. That's up to you to decide. So in Vinash, Adol, just put down your question if no one's already told you. So, general reading. Okay, so it's kind of hard because you're feeling stuck right now. You possibly were in the state of a physical move and you've got to stay somewhere. You're also feeling very emotionally, what would I say, volatile or very highly emotional right now. So this is kind of two things that aren't really great right now for you. And there is a possibility of that you're going to drop into something very soon. So why you're frustrated, why you're angry at these things, you're actually going to drop into a new connection. Or so if it was about love, you're actually going to drop into a love partnership or like a new job offer, something good that's coming on over. But you've also possibly know these things and are struggling not to actually have this connection. But you have to kind of realize that that's not the case. You're going to fall into this relationship or this job very soon. So it's about you. you're not going to, you're going to struggle and you're going to fall. Mancy, I've already answered that. Julian, hello, kindly, I need to know how Aries views you now. Oh, there's a lot of people having arguments. So this is like the current. So there is something that you do that annoys Aries. They might have voiced their concerns about why you annoy them in this way. Yeah, you could post a question. So yeah, whatever you've done, you might need to just say, I'm sorry if I've offended you in any way. Because they're kind of a little bit miffed. Not completely angry, just a little bit upset. No worries, Olive. Right, yes, you can. Can I ask a question? Thank you. Preshi, you can also ask a question. Yes, just post your questions. Sorry, guys. Yeah. So my name is Tenzin. Will I get a first rank on my exam? Now, Tenzin, it looks like they're saying let go of the outcome. Do the best job you can, but don't stress about it. Because it's possibly that when you're stressed, you get more stressed and your brain goes blank. And they're like, no, don't. Just kind of realize that the testing is not up to your answers. Like, obviously you could answer everything correctly, but then if the tester doesn't feel like you've answered correctly, you won't get graded. So you've got to realize that they're like, you just do the best you can, and yeah, just kind of chill. Que sera, sera. Or Ikuna Batana. It depends on who you are. So Senia says, why will my person Kishan not give me time? So Sania, it seems like your person is in a full mindset. And this might be that they're not feeling this, yeah? So a lot of times these full mindsets are kind of hard to realize, because with the normal Raider White deck, the fool is walking along, not realizing that he's going to fall off a cliff, and there's a little tiny dog barking at him, and next second he's going to fall off a cliff. So he's kind of not in his, like, not thinking about the future, not thinking about the past, just kind of thinking for the day. And so Sania, I think he's being very selfish, but I can't change his mind. Neither can you. So if he keeps on being a fool, tell him to walk. Possibly away from the cliff, but yeah, if he falls off that cliff, it's not any of your fault. Hello. Oh my god, cats have just jumped out. Sorry guys. Alyssa, hello. I would like to see when I would see Paul again. Will he choose to stay together with me? Yeah, so people just post your question. If you're like, can I post a question? Yes, you can. Just put a question. I'm trying to go down the list. So it might take me 2 minutes or something. Okay, so would I see Paul again? Will he choose to stay with me? What are you up to, Page of Swords? Current feelings are very much about himself, because Page of Swords, unless it's like in some decks are not female. This is a male card. So he's more flighty, anxious kind of thing. So I don't think that I pulled out any cards for you being together. So let me see. Oh, yeah, no. Let me pick up this card. It's God flying again, and yeah, you know how they are. So 4 of Cups. So I don't think Paul's coming to you. This is the lack of options. So this is like seeing the things of the relationship and still not wanting to be in that relationship. So unfortunately, no, I don't think so, Alyssa. So you might get contacted very soon, but he's not going to stay together. So Shivaski was amongst current feelings for me. So they're very he is feeling emotional right now. There might be something that he's trying to take on, that energy. But yeah, in general, that's kind of a harder one because yeah, he's feeling very maybe down, maybe frustrated. There's a lot of feelings, but possibly frustration and just being a little bit sad and sorry. Have I already met my soulmate or not? Tanisha, it's kind of hard because when they pulled up that question, you got King of Wands. So your counterpart is this person. This kind of archetype will make you more happy is this King of Wands. So he is a very independent, free-spirited person. He doesn't like being cooped up. He tends to be more active and possibly more outdoorsy than a lot of the other cards. So that's what he tends to be doing. He tends to be a very active person. And that's kind of who you should be looking for. If this is your current person, then yeah, they will tick all the boxes for you. But I think soulmates are always like, you can have a lot of soulmates in your life. Twin flames and karmic tend to be a little bit less, but usually soulmates tend to be because of the branches. Like every single soul has like roots, and so therefore we're connected to the tree of life. That's one of the theories behind it. So we have lots of people that can be from that root that kind of connect back to the tree of life with us, and that can be our soulmates. And then like the twin flame connection is more like our half of the primary soul, which obviously comes from the Greek, where male and female used to be one creature, and then the gods decided to split it and they become male and female. That's why the equal and opposite of our energies. Yeah. Okay, so give me 1 second. Oh, Ladybug! Hello, Ladybug! Okay, so... Okay. It's Purnima. Niha's current feelings for Nirechi. Okay. Very good. It seems like a lot of interest there for that person, Purnima. GCL, will I travel to Colorado? Hello, Ladybug. Thank you so much for your donation. You were so kind to me the other day. Make sure if that was for readings, let me know and contact me through my email. Guys, you can always donate for paid readings, but you would have to go over to my email to ask me a reading, and I would do you a private reading. So that will be mysticcassandra@gmail.com. So that can be where you will be able to contact me after this. So, will I travel to Colorado by October? No, I don't think so. I feel like you're being very, like, you'll have to stay where you are. And this is kind of more of a thing is you'll be dependent on being there. I'm very sure that you won't be able to travel. This could possibly be due to COVID, why you can't travel. That's what I'm thinking from the card. Chainmate says, will Thiago stop being distant towards me in the next couple of days? He's seeing you as being emotional, Chainmate, and it possibly is that the more that he pushes away, the more emotional you get. The more emotional he sees you, the more distance he gets. This is attachment detachment. So males tend to be more on the detachment scale, and women tend to be more on attachment scale. So usually what happens is that guys tend to, if they see a very emotional woman, or they see any emotional that they can't deal with, they kind of retreat, withdraw, detach. And so therefore you're chasing after this person, be more and more emotional, and they tend to be more and more distant. So it depends on how they deal with emotions, but that tends to be typically true. Yeah. So Rifa says, what are the feelings of my boyfriend are for me? Does he feel upset for me and miss me? Oh, Rifa, I want to give you a hug right now. Well, I'm not coming back. Fair enough. Oh god, these guys didn't want to come back in. For me, does he feel upset for me or miss me? Well, I think you're clinging on to this connection with some kind of fear of what's going to be like in the future, yeah? And so therefore, this is kind of what I would say is going to happen, that you need to let this connection go. It's really stressing you out. But I feel like this new love that's there has dried up and is gone. So I don't think that he feels for you the same way anymore. And he possibly doesn't miss you. So so why is CG pursuing me? Give me a second. Because he wants to build something. So this person wants to build something with you. But it's kind of hard because you've possibly been acquaintances or friends for so while. So there's kind of a bit that you share past history together. And I would say that that can be something that you're confused about because they've never said that thing before. So Rishav says, will I get success in the acting field? Are you an actor? It's hard work at the moment. COVID's been really mean to people that want to get into acting. I feel really sorry for most people that are doing arts and like Broadway and all of that, because that's just been so hit by COVID. It's just kind of sad. King of Cups reverse. There is this bit that maybe when you get kind of turned down for something and you get upset or you get angry, you let the emotions come over you and you start thinking you're not good enough, or you feel rejected. And a lot of times with this job, you have to kind of harden your heart to rejection, because you'll get a lot of people rejecting you. And that doesn't mean that you're not a good actor. This might be that you don't look the part. You don't dress the part. There's something that when you walk on, they just have decided no. So you've got to realize that a lot of times these people, you're gonna have to wait a lot of times for rejections before you get a good part. And so just take that as a grain of salt or a grain of truth, that this depends on you. This depends on whether you take the emotionals take over and you think you're not good enough or not worthy enough. So that could be more of a warning to say, look, you can make it. You just have to be more willing to sit there and go, okay, like this rejection has come out, but yeah. So Joe Kenzo says, I want to know how my love partner really feels and thinks of me. For anybody that I've asked, answered the second question to, can you at least wait another 15 minutes for another one? Because then I can get through people, and new people can come in and they can ask questions as well. I'm not being selfish here, guys. It's just that it would be easier than for people to come in all at the same time. So, what does your love partner think of you? Firstly, I think you're terrible when it comes to flirting. They think it's adorable, but sometimes you get a little bit too kind of flirtatious. They do want to work hard for you, and kind of keep on working hard for you. But they do see that you depend quite a lot on them, not like emotionally, not financially, but you tended to shut down some of your friend group circles when you started dating this person, and you went off the radar, and they're kind of upset because you kind of have made a little bit of your life about them, and they want you to kind of branch out and do fun things with your friends. Even if it's over a Zoom call, they realize that that's part of you, being independent, being more out there. Okay, so Pritha says, what's the feelings of Rafford for me? Will we communicate soon again? Yeah, so it seems like they kind of love you, care for you, want to share the same food bowl as you. Not in a bad thing, but wants to like share that connection with you. You know? Okay, so Pritha again. This is why after this. I feel like he's being Do you think Rafford will open my Instagram story and see it if I upload it? I think he's kind of a little bit of a fumble fingers when he's is on Instagram, so I don't think you'll see that. Yeah, no, I think that he's too busy. So I'm sorry, Preetha. You might put it on the Instagram story, but he won't see it. How does Agwell thinking about me? We fought yesterday. He got irritated and blocked me. We even saw each other a few minutes ago. Parashi. Cora's questions just like funny, so sorry, Cora. I have to do Parashi's first. Come on, cats. It's like, no, we don't want to go to work. Is everyone liking the music, by the way? Oh my god. Finally! Because I sat there with, that's too many. What does he... He might think that you're selfish. There is this kind of bit that he's feeling like you're taking quite a lot for yourself. And you're kind of like not sharing this. And kind of leaving things to chance. It's like you're not sharing the energy, and you're not sharing where you're going. Like you're kind of working on your own thing over here, not sharing your own energy. There's just like this bit where he thinks that you're not working hard enough. And leaving things to chance. So it might be that he is kind of really upset because you don't seem like you're serious. Does Raymond love me and miss me? Does you think he stalks me on Facebook? No, Tasvia, I don't think so at all. I think he's busy working on his own thing and kind of doing his own thing. So no, I don't think so at all, Tasvia. Alicia says, hey, how's Sayed currently feeling for me? Okay, it's kind of hard because there's just been like maybe kind of a different intention between both of you, because this is Judgment card in reverse. So he might have figured out that you were just not as compatible as this person thought, which is okay. That's fine. That doesn't mean that you both aren't good for each other, but there's kind of a bit that the disconnect of I saw you as the same and now we're different, and some things that you do or say aren't completely fair, not completely honest. But he's working hard. So if this is in your current relationship, he tries hard, or he's trying hard to get into this relationship. So it might be just like the new kind of love has gone past. So when new love comes in, we always see the illusion of what that person is, not what that person actually is. And it takes us like a couple of months to realize that that person is different. So Cora says, this may be an odd question. Will I receive a wealthy sugar daddy in the near future? Ooh, I think the cards are saying it won't matter. So therefore, if you're poor right now It's not going to matter because you're going to receive something soon, okay? So I think that the end of your noodle days, if you're eating noodles, is pretty much nearly over. Sia says, is G my karmic partner or my soulmate? It's kind of hard because this person does have karmic qualities to them. I don't think that it's completely that their karmic connection, but they're karmic because they have a lot of qualities that you need to do shadow work for yourself, because there is attributes that you're drawn to that person, but you cannot see in yourself. So therefore they become really overwhelmingly annoying because you're just like so yeah. Yeah, so it's kind of hard because they do have karmic qualities, but it's because you haven't done proper shadow work yet. And that's what you need to realize is, yes, they could be annoying, but why do you find them annoying? Yeah? So, Prashi, I already did yours, so I hope that you got it. So Joe Kenzo says, my incarcerated and innocent, he's been in jail for 3 months, has a court date this week, Thursday. I think that he won't have the funds available for that bond. It looks like he will get like a lighter sentence, or they will offer him bond straight away, but he won't be able to pay that. So there is a lighter sentence, but it might not be completely what you wanted. So there is kind of a bit where he's going to possibly have to remain in court, in jail for a little bit longer because of the bail. How, Davies, did he get the third party pregnant? Ooh, oh my god. Ah. Ace of Swords. Reverse. It's telling you the sky is not falling down on your head to calm down. So it possibly is not. Because this card is like, calm down. The sky is not falling. So it is, yeah, I would say that no. But that seems like a big situation. I'd be questioning whether I had enough balls to stay in that. Angel Priya says, what's coming towards my sister Manisha? Okay, so your sister is a very interesting... Oh my god. Maybe this is more about you two. So with the Queen of Pentacles, the Queen of Wands, and the balls being up that way means that she's taking some pretty big decisions in her life. There's quite a lot of choices for her, and she's kind of cemented them. But when I see two queens in the deck, there could only be one for your sister. So this could be you as well. So this one is an independent, free spirit, and this one is the businesswoman. So it kind of could be that you both go into business together, and you kind of work together to create something, instead of just being about your sister. It could be about you as well. So Mahai. Hello, Shrek. Hello. Sorry. My hello, ma'am, was coming towards my sister Prinyaka. So it's kind of weird because there's kind of a little bit of a self-world thing. So it could possibly be that they grow more conscious of themselves. They grow bigger, as in that they grow bigger inside, so therefore it could be more increased spirituality, more of a understanding of who they are. So that's what's coming towards your sister, is more like emotional growth and spiritual growth coming towards for that person, your sister Mahai. So I hope you got your question, Prashi, because I did answer that. So how does Anahat view you? Weirdly enough, this is a little bit of a thing where they feel irritated. They feel, hello, Navi. So they feel irritated and they feel like there's nothing any good. So it could possibly be that you're lumped in that bit where they're feeling dissatisfied about themselves and then they are just like, yeah. See you through the same lens. I'm sorry, Shrek. So ED says, what is the Pisces thinking about me? So give me 1 second. Oh yeah, it would be so hard if you were getting married this year. Okay, so what do they think? You're a rebel, Edie. I think I've pulled this out for you before. So you're a rebel. You tend to not play by the rules that other people assign for you, so you tend to go your own way. You also tend to be very more trapped or stuck in your own thinking. So they might sit there and see you kind of wrestle with yourself over things instead of kind of reaching other conclusions. So they really kind of want you to be kind of okay with what you're doing. So they kind of want you to kind of enjoy yourself. Stop being so serious all the time. Why are you so serious? Harren says, does he find me attractive? Does he only want to... It's hard because this is more about... Jesus Christ, I forgot to bring myself a drink. Not an alcoholic one. Not yet, anyway. But yeah, so this is more about other people viewing the relationship than, this person seeing you. So this is kind of hard because we are all about, it's like, opinions of our friends and family, opinions of ego, so the ego of our mind. So sometimes with this might mean that he doesn't want more than a sexual connection because he's already like feeling like his friends are going to be like, oh well, women are crap anyway, or he's been burnt and he might not be able to offer you a full connection, Haran. When will me and Anat talk? I think very soon, Shrek. So this might be very, very soon. They're saving their monies though, so if you kind of live away from each other, this might be like a little bit of time, but they see the possibility of coming and saying hi to you soon. But yeah, I don't know why the money's coming up as a savings thing, so it might be that they don't have enough money for phone calls or something. I don't know. So DLMD says, will BM's wedding happen this December, this year? And I'm glad that you liked and subscribed, Nervy. Thank you. I do these every Sunday and every Tuesday of every week. This one was a little bit of a weird week because I took most of this week off. So will BM's... I think it will. I don't know whether it's going to be a small wedding because it seems like it's down to the financials. And also that there might be not a lot of space, not a lot of bowls there, so to speak. But it seems like that wedding will go as planned, yeah? But it might be smaller. So Edie says, will Pisces meet me in September? Nervy has a problem. I'm sorry. Nervy, give me a second. So what do they feel about you? No. Will Pisces meet you in September? That was your question. I think they will, but they also have to let go of some fear. So they're kind of stuck in a fear state, and it might be just because they kind of feel like they're not attractive enough or they aren't cool enough for you. So that might be something that they need to get over. But I feel like you will get on tremendously. So I think that they will meet up in September with you, Edie. So Nervy says, I fell in love with the guy. Oh no! Oh, where am I? Soon down to the end. He fell in love with the guy, but he's currently abroad. Is he interested in me? I think there is a possibility that it's like a judgment coming out here. So weirdly enough, this is kind of weird thing. He's possibly eyeing this connection up. So it might be that he's passing judgment before he falls in love or develops a connection. But he's definitely interested, but it might be a little bit of a, like, thing where he's gonna pass judgment before he does anything. Okay, so how will my situation with Oliver turn out? Julian says, it's hard because it's strange. I would say that it's kind of weird because this energy of the King of Pentacles is especially upright, it tends to be that this, if he sees you as worthy enough of investment, so this could be if this person's a love interest, that he sees you worthy enough to financially invest in you. So most of the time with the Pentacle cards, they need to know if the whatever they're investing in is worth it. So not that they think the people are like bored or something like that, but they have a very big kind of connection with money. So for them, money is very important to them. So Arcadia says, what's coming next in this Lionsgate portal towards me? Yes. Firstly, yes. Of course it will transform, but it depends on what you want to do. I will pull you a card, but that seems like a very simple thing. I like the haircut, by the way, yes. So what's coming towards you through the Lionsgate portal? It's a man. This could be like, if this is a new love connection, it's King of Cups, a very emotionally giving person, tends to kind of want to be cared for, looked after, but then in return wants to care and look after other people. Very good at listening, usually. Okay. Prashi, you just go back in time. I've already answered yours, Prashi. Will I see Paul? No, Paul has decided not to continue the relationship. He might talk, but he's not continuing that relationship. Alyssa. Yes, okay. So, S, I think that this is more about that you're not going to have the motivation unless you kind of go to the gym with other people. You need to find yourself a group at the gym that you can go with. Because without that, you're never going to go. Like, this is not going to be good for you if you don't go with other people. Yeah? So yeah, this is, make yourself some gym buddies. Make sure that you kind of go to classes or CrossFit or something like that that gives you people to work with. Because if you have no people, then you have no motivation. Okay, so Harsha says, what's coming next in my life? General reading. Harsha, it's kind of hard because it's more that they're telling you to calm down, relax. So this is that life's kind of dropping on your head. You're starting to panic because you can, like, you feel like this is completely, like, really over your head. And they're saying, don't panic. It's fine. It's all in your head. So it might be that you're going to have a series of events that feel very strong to you, but the cards go, no, it's fine. It's going to be okay. So you've got to kind of believe that. So Jay says, hello, may I have a general? No worries, Jay. Jay, looks good. Nice little stores, full of bouncy energy. Can't wait to see every single day with a smile. The world card, which obviously means the physical world, but it could be that you're going to be able to kind of think about traveling, or you're kind of going to be able to get a road trip in there somewhere. It feels like this kind of summer vibe thing where you get to travel, which a lot of people haven't done. So if you're fully jabbed and you can you can go and get away, then yeah. Okay, so Flemmy, how can I ask AL's feelings for me? Okay, so okay, AL. He does see that you're a little bit of a dramatic person, not like a drama queen, but you kind of come on too strong. You come on too strong. You then create tension. You kind of create this thing of like, oh, well, you don't love me. Not dramatic, but it's like a little bit of a tension person. So this could be that you're kind of testing this person, and the kind of feel like it's slightly unfair, that you can kind of come on too strong, like with your love bombing or whatever you want to call it. There's kind of a negative connotation with that, but then you kind of do tear up the carpet a little bit in that relationship. They're trying to slowly build a connection with you, but it's kind of hard because obviously these two kind of make them feel like you're either not stable enough for a connection or that you don't care enough about them. Yeah? Ladybug, how will I be coming back? You mean like next life, or? Well, I don't know. There is the King of Pentacles, so that's kind of the answer for your question. So if this is the next life, then it's a male, kind of likes money. If this is your answer for some of your problems right now, it could be that it's the bank. If you're in a financial situation, it could be possibly someone at the bank that gives you a loan. But it is a male that has money. Well, or is getting on the way to money. So what does GS think of me? Says S. GS think of you. That you can be far too reliant on other people, so you kind of attach to other people and you don't let them go, kind of thing, where you kind of get too obsessed with one person and I kind of feel like you become very attached to someone. That's what they think of you. Kiwi apples, what does he see me as and feel for me? Oh, that was so many. Cats. Come down. Okay, so what does he see me as and feel for me? I think he feels like you're very much a handful. So it might be that he's struggling to see you as a person, as someone that he wants, because he's battling quite a lot and giving up, but it's also that he doesn't see the good things around him, or he cannot collect these things. So it could be that he just does not see as much positivity in this connection anymore. That doesn't mean that there wasn't positive things, but he's not seeing them now. Sorry, Kiwi. What abundance is coming next for me? Well, it seems like there is quite a lot of abundance coming to you, maybe in the form of food, more in the form of little tiny things. These are the bowls in question. There is 7 bowls, so this is the 7 of cups. This is good things coming to you. They might not seem like a lot, but they are quite good when you receive them. So they're coming to you very soon. So it's either 7 separate things, or there is going to be a huge increase of like something like food coming towards you. So it could be that someone's got some backyard veggies and they share them with you, and you've got to realize that even though they're small, it's kind of abundance, because then you don't have to worry about food for a month or more. So will my new job provide a stable future, says God. So the Magician, Ace of Wands. I wouldn't say that this will provide a stable future for you, because the Fool kind of means that you're kind of seeing this kind of blinkers on, and the idea is the Magician. So it could be that maybe you've got to realize that this is a stopgap, and you need to work very hard on just revising your plans, coming up with ideas, and then like leaving this company, because this is what they're going to treat you as, and this is not good. Because they don't see what they've got, God. So what do I need to know about my social life in September? Oh, well, half of the cards dropped out there. Current energy of him. Okay. What's your social thing in September? Well, there's money coming towards you. This might be to tell you that even though you're getting money to come in, don't waste it unnecessary on food and drinks, because that's usually what happens. Is people get money, they spend the money. Usually if you're going out, you buy drinks and you buy things. So what's my current life purpose and AM's life purpose? So Hermit Life asked 2. What was that? That flipped. There's a lot of them that flipped. Okay. So this was your life purpose. So this could be that you have to show people that they're loved and cared for, and that you will treat them the same no matter what. So this could be that you're here to help people return back into a life situation and get back on their feet. So therefore you see them as being worthy of coming back into society. This is AM's life purpose. I think this is kind of like, people that, it's like, I feel like a life coach. Like someone that is like someone's butt moving, gets them into gear, gets them off the tree kind of thing, gets them outside and doesn't get them stuck on things. I think that that's kind of like a fitness coach. Might be what was it? Like, rehabilitation, when you have physical injuries and you have to get people to keep on moving. So is G my current comic partner or my soulmate? Well, they're firstly scared of being around you. This is kind of a little bit of a scare thing, Sia. Also, they tend to feel like you're not talking to them and not cooperating on them. Maybe some water. That was the other half, guys. So I forgot to bring up some water. So yeah. So yeah, I feel like they're scared of you. So it might be that they're a soulmate more than they are your comic partner. I would say that they're definitely a soulmate, but why are they scared of you? Which one should I choose, government, job, or private? Michelle, which one have you got the most experience with? Because this is more about which one have you had the longest. So if you've had a private job forever, then this is a private job. Because this is something that you know and love already. Yeah? Hello, SS. Tanisha says, I think we will kind of finish the queue. So whoever's on the end, please put list is closed. That means that everybody before that gets a reading, but then after the list is closed, which is I don't know how long away, then we will kind of get to the end. So yeah, please ask your questions, guys. The list is going to be closed when I see everybody that's put in list is closed. So does he love me? Prashi, I already did. I already answered your question. Did everyone remember Prashi's question? Because I did a long time ago. I could tell you what it is, but yeah. Does he love me? He doesn't know Tanisha. He was trying to work on this, but he's kind of rethought his mind on this. So it could be that he's not feeling it anymore. So it's kind of like one of those things that you might need to kind of show him that you love him, because he's kind of wondering whether it's worthwhile. So SS says, when will I meet the new person? Also, how will I meet him? Okay, so when will I meet? I think it's like you'll meet this person at home, or it's kind of weird because that seems like it would be somewhere close to you. So it's either like a family home or your own home, but it's pretty much like you'll bump into this person at your house. Weirdly enough. Thank you. So instead of like getting water, I got beer, guys. So it might be drunk Sunday tarot reading. So yeah, that's what it will be. It's nice and cold though. I don't know how, but because we have no fridge at the moment, so because the guy that was here before had actually taken the fridge and the washing machine because it was theirs. They did steal a washing machine. They actually just took theirs. So we have no washing machine. We have no fridge. That's gonna happen soon, I guess. As general reading, please. Keep working on what you're doing, Cricket. You're doing a really good job. Crit K. Yeah, so just keep on going. No ways. So yeah. What's next in education? Isha. Isha, what's next in education? Okay, well, firstly, you've got to plan out what you're doing. Oh, Jesus Christ. So you need to plan, and you have to have some ideas. Because you're kind of leaving this to chance, Isha. And I would say, in general, you shouldn't. You should keep going with what you want to do. Yeah? Okay? So, yeah, I would say, in general, kind of work on that. Yes? Will Ricardo... So, I would say generate ideas and kind of... Yeah. Take control of your life, Isha. Take control of your destiny. Okay, Alexa Chipilo. Will Ricardo be back with me? Yes, for sure. I don't think it will take too long. That seems like possibly another 2 months at most. Hello, Shri! So, okay, so Aditi says marrying Parquet. Is Parquet is like a H on the end would be good for me or any issues post marriage. Okay, so it kind of feels like there will be a movement towards money, trying to actually kind of make sure that you're actually looked after. Sorry, I said actually too many times. It's not the alcohol, I swear. But they will be trying to look after you, and you might have a hard time trying to adjust with, like, you don't get to see them as much, they don't tend to be around much, that when they come home, they're tired, they go to sleep. Yeah? And so they kind of do that. Since 2 years, I wonder why I'm seeing number 44 of 44. Guidance, please. So the whole idea is a DT. That you need to realize that you need to find your friends. You've got to find, what would I say? Emotional partners, like not like people that you can have like strong close friends. Yes, that's what I'm saying. So we go back to Namorata, and since 2 years, why I'm seeing number 44 of 44. So it means to get your body moving. It means to get up and go. Like, it's telling you that you need to kind of get moving. So I have not personally seen 44 before. No, it's like 44 or triple 4 before. Usually mine is once or twos. Usually because I just stay up too late. So yeah. Shri says, what does Aniket feel about me? Does he love me? I think he does, but he's kind of maybe a little bit too young emotionally at the moment. And so Shri, he might be a little bit more kind of getting to a point that he can work on himself. So he's just a little bit more chaotic right now. So yes, I think he loves you, but he's just like a little bit of a boy right now. Yeah. So Riff says, what are the feelings of Raph for me? Do you think that I'm in his heart and he feels for me like I do for me? Okay, so you do for you. Okay. Well, whatever's actually happened in this relationship, it says there's a death cycle coming up for this. So don't worry, this is not a death like a physical death. This is the changing of energy. This keeps on going, moving. So the world in the reverse form means to work on yourself first, because this person has a lot of decisions coming up. So these two of swords. This means that there is this bit where they have to choose two life choices. And sometimes when we pull this up for a relationship, it's usually the thing of either being single or not being single. And you could say, well, why is that a life decision? Well, it's nice being single, right? Okay, so Jayuchi says, what's coming towards me in love? He misses me and loves me, right? Alicia. No. What I saw was, like, you needed to move on because he's moved on, Alicia. What's coming towards me in love? Yoti is kind of weird because I get from you a sense of being young, and this is the Emperor card. I would only see this if you were jaded very, 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 very long time. So you're like watching everybody else get in a relationship and you're like, why does that not happen to me? Stuff like that. So yeah, it's kind of a bit that I feel like you've got to get back for being jaded about, like, relationships and realize that other people's relationships from the outside look sunny, but that doesn't mean that always are. So stop being jealous about other people, maybe, or stop comparing yourself to other people and realize that there's always going to be space for someone else to come into your life. So it was, hello Scott, angel message for me, says Poniva. Okay. They tell you to have some strengths because you need to get yourself away from the toilet roll monster. So you're going to be stuck in this situation for a little bit, but they say that you've gotten enough strength to get yourself through this. So you should be fine. Don't worry about it. Keep on going. You have enough strength. Michelle says, when will my brother start his job? Okay, I'm just scrolling down. Hello, Alita! Okay, when does my brother start his job? I would say soon. It's not too far away. I guess that is only about a month at most. But yeah, very soon, I would guess, Michelle. Enya, no, is Shrek. It says, what does Annette mean by a sunflower? I have already answered Tanisha's. What did Anne mean by sunflower? Well, this is pretty good. 2 of Cups. Possibly wants to share food with you, wants to share life with you. Depends on what this person means to you, but they really like being close to you and sharing the same energy for you. What is my person's raised feelings for me? Do you think he's loyal to me and not talking to other girls, even though... No, I think I feel like he's definitely seeing other options out there, stretching out to see other options as well. So I would say no. Okay, Scorp says, how is the person who cheated on me these days? Stuck to the flywire. They're stuck, so don't worry about them. They're getting their own karma. So yeah, they're definitely stuck. Can you tell me who my Cancer is in the world? Like, bigger picture? Okay. Come on. Sometimes it's really hard. Okay. Oh. Jesus Christ. That just went for a swim. Where did that go? Guys? Do you know where that went? Oh, yes. On the floor. There you go. Okay. Oh, Ladybug. What are we going to do with you? So. Yeah, Justice, Knight of Swords in reverse, and the Hangman. So it could be that you've got to think that you're treating people equally, but I think you're putting your energy in the wrong place. And there is this bit where Hangman in reverse means that you're going to naturally drop into something. So I would say that you're very good at treating other people like you want to be treated, so that's really good. I feel like that's a good one. So yeah, you're doing very well, but I would say be careful where your energy goes. Because where your attention goes, your energy flows, and we only have a certain amount of energy. So, hello, Humia, an old-fashioned girl. Hey, should I reach out first to Dasvia this evening? I think that would be possibly the best idea, because there is this kind of bit that you're kind of looking off into the future and you're seeing this kind of feeling. So yeah, I would say that you definitely should focus on the present and not on the future of like, would you get into this connection? It's more trying to see that connection first. Yeah. Humia says, first time here, will I move on and find love? Oh my god, there's so many! Well, it seems like yes, you will find love. You'll possibly find that your counterpart is a little bit more emotional than you are, which is kind of, it can kind of be hard because you're both cops. Which is interesting because usually we see the difference between suits of cards and seeing like the people that can match depending on what suits they are. So this is going to be a little bit more of a sensitive man, but you're a very loving and gorgeous person. I always think of this one being like the person that gives the best hugs. But yeah, very soon. I think you will find love very soon. I'm going good, Lita. I just moved, so I'm just like, did we actually get to the end? Oh, the list is closed. Okay. Sorry, everybody else that's after the list is closed. The list is already closed. So, if we come back, subscribe, come back. I am going to go through everybody else. And then I will do this. Kovia, I will set you up as being a moderator. So, because you're here all the time, if that's okay with you, I will do that. Thank you, Kovia, for looking after me. Okay, Mapara says, will my exams start on Monday and will I get success? So Mapara, it kind of feels like I would start talking to people around you, because the thing is that when you've done stuff, you've alienated other, what would I say, other students, and you possibly need some notes or something that they have. So you might need to talk to other people today. If this is Monday this week, I would start asking for notes and seeing what notes they've taken, because this might be something that you didn't know on the test that they do know. Tanisha says, does Shubhan also let me so no, I don't know why. It's like they seem like they have control on this, but scared. They do not see that you're the same as them. So this might be not that they see you as a compatible connection, but they do have this kind of control over your life or your romantic intentions. So it could be that they kind of step up every now and again to like say that they're here, but they don't do anything about it. So Edie says, did Aquarius get in a fight with Leo, Pisces, and Cancer? If they haven't, it's very close. There is temptation there. So they possibly haven't already, but they're thinking about it, yes. Secret status says, hi, my name's Yas. I want to talk about the future. Well, it seems like there's some good things coming in your life, like Yash. So therefore, the Lovers card is coming up for you. There's also a time to work on your own self and get some of your battles done. So whatever you're battling right now, to kind of work on that. There is also a life decision coming up. So this could be that you might not see this person as a particular love interest, but also the love is coming up, and that's a soulmate card. So that can be one of those things that you might wonder why you want to be with this person. But yeah, they are a soulmate for you. Jasper, will my husband take me back home, or will marriage end with a divorce? It seems like this is kind of more of a choice between both of you. So this is kind of a bit where you need to kind of see the bigger picture on this. There is a possibility that you can go back again, but it possibly is coming back. Weirdly enough, now I see 444. So he asked me about that. I now see it. So, yeah. So this is the bit where I would say yes, you can take it back, but it might be worse for you, JS. So you possibly need to kind of think if this is like the violent outbursts or any of these things are coming out of this person, they're going to be worse after this person takes you back, because they're not considering you worthy anymore, and that's not fair. So you've got to kind of think about whether this is going to be fair for you. Tanaji, general reading. I don't know. It looks like you're going to adopt a kitty cat. It looks like you're going to take care or look after the little tiny kitty cat. So yeah, I would say in general, that looks really good. Okay, so Julia, is everyone here that has asked a question? Because I feel like that's the thing. Julia says, will I be in my back in my country for a visit? Give me a approximate time, please. I don't think that you'll get to go, Julia. I don't think this year. I think that it's no bueno. So that's kind of a thing. So no, I didn't, Arcania. I didn't. You might have asked, you might have asked, like, yeah. You might have asked 2 questions. I did 1. Sarah Bit, will D ever share his feelings with me? No, I don't think so. He's far too foolish to want to do that. Please post again, Arcania. I'm very sure I've done it, but you know, sometimes it's hard. Andrea says, does my ex-Jim still have feelings for me? I still feel like no. He does think about you sometimes, but he's thinking very much on himself, not thinking too hard about things, and also saving money. So yeah, it's like he thinks about you sometimes, but he doesn't think about you a lot, Andrea. Hello, sister. Okay, so hi there, UK! Yay, I'm in the UK too. I'm new on my channel. Yay! Gargans doers current feelings for Sonam Saga. It's almost sugar. You should. That would be weird to have a last name Sugar. One of my favorite cartoons is Steven Universe, and that's got sugar in it. I feel like it's very positive. That there seems to be like a pull towards the other person. So yeah, I would say yes. Very much like that. Walter says, I would like to know when my new woman be coming to me. I'm Taurus. Oh, you're older than me. I'm a Taurus too. So, ooh. It says a heartbreak. So it might be that your new woman. How would I define this? It might that you need to heal your heart before someone else comes in your life, because at the moment you're feeling that hurt, you're feeling that shame of being in that last connection, and I would suggest like you learn to just like heal yourself, and then yeah, not be afraid of rejection. I think also could be a thing is that as we get older, it's harder to date. I'm like 30-ish, so sometimes it's been hard. Lucky I don't have any kids. It could have been really harder, but yeah. So yeah. Kenya, did you actually ask? Yeah, so what kind of job should I be focusing that works on me to make more money? I think it's already here, Ladybug. So therefore, it's telling you that you have skills, you've got qualities that you can monetize. Possibly the desk that this person this cat's sitting on is important. I was learning the other day, one of the best kind of flips at the moment is furniture. So if you do have painting and redecorating skills and you do collect furniture, that's possibly something that you could do, Ladybug, because that's what I'm seeing from just that desk. You didn't read my question. I did read your question, Acapello. I have lost it though. I did. Oh, that's alright. Okay, so give me 1 second. Yeah, so it's hard because like it's harder for me to see things if I'm we got doubts that we're not here. I'm sure you're here. Have you met your life partner? Tanisha, that's up to you. I already said that it was up to you. Harvey is, hey, Kovia. Yeah, I will make you a moderator today because it's easier for me to do so. Is Kay a Scorpio coming back to me and we'll reconcile? I'm Scorpio too. It seems like there is a possibility, yes. Though saying that, you might have to think your approach with this person again, because they kind of are in their own little world right now. So you might need to kind of get them to realize, but they are seeing that still as an option, yes. Harmony. Okay, so is Nick proud of what he did to me? Possibly. Thank you everyone that's come to the reading. I do see a list is closed. I hope that everyone's had a great time, but I am up to Nick. So this was Ladybug's question. I don't think he was. I think that he kind of was seeing what he could, like how he could get the most out of these things. And I think that he kind of was, realizing that he could have had more with you. But he's not proud of it, but he possibly would still do it again. Yeah. This is what, So, and then it's Michelle's, which was general, because it's squeaked in. Thank you everyone for being here. I will skip down to the end because list is closed, but I would like to take a couple of minutes. So it's kind of hard because you tend to need to reconsider where you spend all your time and attention, and whether you're actually creating more opportunities for yourself, or you're kind of creating more kind of problems for yourself, because there is this bit where you possibly do kind of value yourself a little bit highly than other people, and that's okay, that's fine, until like you're trying to convince other people that you need to be heard or you need to be connected to them. There's a Page of Cups, which kind of means that this person's more focused. This wouldn't be you. This possibly is another person, male, that's kind of a little bit of just like concentrating on themselves or concentrating on the world around them. And then there is this bit where you need to not focus on love, but focus on money. Okay? So that's the general. Okay. If I wrote a list, then it would just take too much time. Yeah, so yeah, we had too many spammers, I know. Okay. So anybody that just came in, the list was closed. So came, oh yes, the Lionsgate portal. I did actually answer that. We are finished today. I'm sorry, Sugar. I'm sorry, Bieber. We will be back on Tuesday. An edited video. Hello, Cassandra Wingman. It's actually Kovia today. But mod? I'm not sure. Well, take your time, okay? So I will see you on Tuesday. You have a great time. I wish that I'd stayed more, but yeah. Definitely subscribe and try to get back. I'm sorry that usually it's like very hard because we tend to have a lot. I know. I'm sorry. I'm finishing up for today, Dutan. You could be a good mod, Cophia. Tell me. Sorry, Sugar. Definitely come back on Tuesday. I'll try and see if I could hold on and do a longer stream. Unfortunately today I'm kind of dying. I put on a jacket because yeah, like so Arcadia, I said that there was a male coming towards you actually. Yeah. I'm on 5 channels already as a mod. Come and join mine. I'll put you as a mod and then you could change your mind, okay? Yeah. Then I never see Kobe again. Kobe is just gone. like wingman just goes. Love to you all. Have a really good night. Take care of yourselves and just take care of others as well. I will see you on Tuesday. Bye guys.